Okay, so what I researched is I researched ciphers. So, when asked the question about ciphers, the obvious question is how do people solve ciphers, and in what different ways. So basically, I know that I can use math, logic, and spelling to solve ciphers. I also know that there are multiple types of ciphers and how you go about solving each of them. Every cipher has to have at least 26 characters and follow the same formula. There are ciphers that can have multiple results and different characters. The characters can be drawings and have to relate back to the alphabet. Also, I know that ciphers are easy to create and very complex to solve. So, how can I solve simple and complex ciphers? So basically what I did is I went on the internet and I found a cipher, or I found a website that transfers my words into a cipher. So I entered the words H-I-B-O-Y, highway, and that equaled B-E-J-W-A. So basically, it also gave me the formula, y equals a times x plus b, where x is the uncoded number, a is the multiplier, b is the constant, y is the coded number, and this formula is an arithmetic formula, which means a is 0, b is 1, c is 2, and so on and so forth. So basically, what I did is I had y, which was 1, which was the coded number, and then I substituted x, which I substituted 7 for x, which was the coded number. So basically, I multiplied 7 times a plus b equals 1. So basically, what I used is I used the process of elimination to basically solve what b was. So basically, I came up with -7 times the quantities of 0.125 unquantities times a minus 0.125 times b equals 0.125. So basically then I wrote the same thing down below, except I already multiplied the 7 to it. Then what I did is instead of having to subtracting them, what I did was my original was addition. So that I then added them, except instead of 0.125, I had to add 0.02. So that gave me 0.145 times b, which equals 1.851 repeating. I then had to have 1 divided by that, and then multiply that by what equaled b, and that gave me 92.592 repeating. Now, if I were to plug that back into the original equation, I could solve for a, and that would give me one possible output for this equation. Also, I then tried using characters. So basically, on this method, I just guessed and checked. I saw that there was a parenthesis mark there, which signifies that there is an s there. So I then knew that v equals s. So then all of the v's I took here and added in all of the s's. Then what I did is I knew this had to be either is or as. So basically what I did is I tried solving for as, and that was just a jumbled mess. None of the words made any sense. So I knew that that had to be is. So then I knew that a is that mark, because it's not I, because the only single letters there are is a and I. And then, so I knew S, A, and R. Then I just continued to build off of that using English and knowing what words. So then I solved for this word, which I found L, and then so on and so forth. And so basically, I realized from my results that I can solve very simple ciphers and have a very small understanding when it comes to ciphers because of how complex they can become. Also, I know how to solve ciphers that can be very limited.